I got one. Thank you. You make me smile. Look, I found you. This bass was hanging around sunken island with bunch of rocks. Arigato. He really took my lure so good. Thank you. Thank you. Goodbye. It was a great way to start the day. Good morning. I am Hiro Naito. Weather looks so beautiful this morning. It's blue sky, and I bet those fish are hanging tight into the cover. So I'm gonna use this guy today. This is Bowman's square lip. It's a shallow cranking bait, and it is fun and a good bait to fish even into the cover. So stick around. One way to maximize the effectiveness of shallow crankbait is to make a contact with cover. If I am fishing around hard cover, I will not hesitate to send my shallow crankbait into the cover. Especially shallow crankbait with square lip will deflect or bounce back when it makes a contact with the cover. Therefore, it will not hang up as many people think. Difficult one is the fish soft vegetation. When shallow crankbait hits the soft vegetation, it will not bounce back. It will dig into the weed. It will become heavier and heavier as it goes. If I use heavy line, it will break off vegetation, so I will not lose lures. But I can't catch bass by digging into the weed. This is the reason fishing for soft vegetation is more difficult than fishing hard cover. I will need to do precise depth control to fish soft vegetations. If I can imagine the locations and the shape of the underwater vegetation with lure retrieve paths in my head, it will increase the chance of catching bass. Got one. Good. I was twitching my lure in that shallow area. Thank you. Thank you coming up to see me. It is nice seeing you. I'll see you again. Goodbye. Ooh. There is a lay down on the right side, and he was hanging around weed area in less than 3 feet in depth. I kept twitching to make my crankbait dive lure at a time. This strike makes me happy. There are 3 different ways to bring out the potential of my shallow crankbait. The first one is a steady retrieve. Many people have their most confident retrieve speed, and that speed is most likely effective under most situations. The most important fact is not the speed. It is very important to know the diving depth of the crankbait with given speed. If I am aiming the tip of soft vegetations, my lure needs to hit the tip once in a while. If there is a big gap between the lure depth and weed tips, my strike ratio will decrease. Therefore, knowing exact depth of the lure with given speed is very important, as it could change the depth with the retrieve speed. As for retrieve speed, I will try extremely fast retrieve called burning retrieve with my shallow crankbait. This is very useful in clear water conditions. I have seen many big bass reacted only on high-speed retrieve. So don't hesitate to try it. It may bring you big bass bite you have been waiting for. The other retrieve speed is extremely slow side compared to normal use. I will make sure that I can slow down and can keep the depth I am aiming for. If I lose too much depth, then it would not work. The second technique is mixing twitching within steady retrieve. This method works really well when I am using slow speed steady retrieve. The third method is to use shallow crankbait just like topwater lure. This method is especially useful when I am fishing heavy cover area. When I see an open spot among heavy cover, I will toss my lure into it and twitch several times before I give it up. Rather than steady swimming action of crankbait, use it as topwater to get attention from bass. Just imagine my lure try to start swimming, but stop and pop up again just like an injured bait fish. Try those 3 methods of how to increase strike ratio. I am very sure you will not only catch more bass, but also it will be more fun. Bingo! おっしゃおっしゃおっしゃおっしゃおっしゃおっしゃ This bass hit my lure just like what I can see it in a textbook. Thank you. Look. Thank you for taking my lure. Only one hook was catching his upper lips. Wow, that was close. Thank you. Take care. This really makes me feel good. My tackle setup is as follows. If I am thinking about accuracy on my casting and precise lure control, my rod needs to be shorter, probably less than 5 feet 6 inches. With this, I can make very accurate cast and create precise lure action. Line need to be heavy side. I don't need light skinny line for shallow crankbait. I don't need to gain depth by using small diameter line to begin with. So heavy line like 20 pound is easy to use. This is very true when I go after big bass hanging in heavy cover. Nylon line is the best choice. If I am fishing around soft vegetations or fishing stump field, then using braided line becomes one of my choice. It really depends on what I am trying to do with my shallow crankbait. So tackle setup is very important to catch more bass. Got one! He came up as I hoped. Oh. Wow, he was flying. He came up with his maximum speed. It was fun. Thank you for coming up and hit my lure the way I was hoping today. It was a great strike. Thank you. Goodbye. Take care. It was fun. This fish was hanging the edge of that weed bed over there. Wow, that spot looks really nice. Spot like this, I love to leave it alone for a little while and let the fish realize my bait is there. Then twitch just a little bit, just like a topwater. And when it's exploded on the water, it's very exciting. Well, it didn't come up today, but shallow crank around curve is always fun. How did you like today's segment using Square A? Square A is a shallow cranking bait, so You can use it even into the cover. That include hard cover or soft vegetations. Either way, don't hesitate. Fish into it. And you'll have more fun catching lots of fish. Well, see you next time. Have a good fishing day. Bye now.